Hey, GLP-1 plus size community. Before we jump into the podcast, please take the time to leave us a 5-star review on whatever audio platform you're listening to the podcast on. Share your story and how the podcast has helped you. This will help us get referred up in the audio platform so that we can reach more people that need our help, our support, and guidance from our doctors. Help us get loud and change things.
Are you interested in understanding GLP-1 medications like Ozempic, wegovy, or Mounjaro? Then join us on the Plus Sides, Cracking the Obesity Code, the groundbreaking podcast helping people change their lives one episode at a time. The Plus Sides podcast is a disruptor. We're breaking down barriers, smashing stereotypes, and sharing inspiring stories that'll leave you feeling informed and empowered. Join us every week to learn from doctors who are specialists around GLP-1 medications like Ozempic, wegovy, or Mounjaro. They'll provide you with science and facts to validate these incredible stories. But that's not all. We'll also bring you the voices of the GLP-1 Mounjaro TikTok community, real people who face the challenges of obesity-related diseases and disorders and discovered the incredible plus sides of GLP-1 medications. Our episodes are filled with heartwarming stories, laughter, and moments of triumph. You'll connect with our amazing community members who are reclaiming their health and experiencing their fullest lives. Are you ready to embark on a journey of discovery and empowerment? Tune in to the Plus Sides, Cracking the Obesity Code, and together we'll change the narrative around obesity and end the stigma. Subscribe now on YouTube or your favorite podcast platform and join our incredible community. Let's celebrate the plus sides of life together because every story deserves to be heard. Every life deserves to shine, and everyone deserves access to expert knowledge and medication. The Plus Sides Podcast. You're not alone. It's not your fault.
Hey everyone, before we dive in, I really want to share something personal with you. About, I want to say like 8 to 10 months ago, after losing 100 pounds on GLP-1s and keeping it off for a long time, I started regaining out of nowhere, and I was terrified. But I also started having hot flashes and bouts of crying and snacky cravings and waking up at 3 a.m. unable to go back to sleep. It turns out I was in perimenopause. So I started hormone replacement therapy, which is also called HRT, through a telehealth called Winona that specializes in this. And it changed everything. And now I'm sleeping better and my hot flashes are all but gone, thank God. And I feel like myself again. And it turns out that you can actually start perimenopause as early as 35. And well, I'm 46 and she's here. HRT has really come a long way and there's just no need to suffer anymore. So if you're like this and you're in the same boat, you can check out buywinona.com and you can use the link in our link tree to save some money.
Want the fastest working GLP-1? For half the price, Ro now offers FDA-approved weight loss injections cheaper. With results you can see faster. Lose 15% of your weight with the formula from Eli Lilly that hits not one, but 2 hormones to curb hunger and nausea. Weight loss faster. Confidence higher. Price cheaper. See if you qualify at ro.co/TV.
Are you interested in understanding GLP-1 medications like Ozempic, wegovy, or Mounjaro? Then join us on the Plus Sides, Cracking the Obesity Code, the groundbreaking podcast helping people change their lives one episode at a time. The Plus Sides podcast is a disruptor. We're breaking down barriers, smashing stereotypes, and sharing inspiring stories that'll leave you feeling informed and empowered. Join us every week to learn from doctors who are specialists around GLP-1 medications like Ozempic, wegovy, or Mounjaro. They'll provide you with science and facts to validate these incredible stories. But that's not all. We'll also bring you the voices of the GLP-1 Mounjaro TikTok community, real people who face the challenges of obesity-related diseases and disorders and discovered the incredible plus sides of GLP-1 medications. Our episodes are filled with heartwarming stories, laughter, and moments of triumph. You'll connect with our amazing community members who are reclaiming their health and experiencing their fullest lives. Are you ready to embark on a journey of discovery and empowerment? Tune in to the Plus Sides, Cracking the Obesity Code, and together we'll change the narrative around obesity and end the stigma. Subscribe now on YouTube or your favorite podcast platform and join our incredible community. Let's celebrate the plus sides of life together. The Plus Sides Podcast, because every story deserves to be heard. Every life deserves to shine, and everyone deserves access to expert knowledge and medication. The Plus Sides Podcast. You're not alone.
The rest of your life. That's another question I want to ask. If Could you use it just to say, jumpstart yourself, lose the 100 pounds, then starting Weight Watchers or some other healthy eating plan, working out? Can you manage that way? Or is your body going to always go back to the set point?
When I put someone on a blood pressure medicine, most of the time I don't, and their blood pressure goes down when I put them on that medicine. I don't expect if I take them off their medication that their blood pressure is not going to go back up.
Got it.
So it's very similar with obesity. Now.
Wow.
Yep.
That blood pressure one is one I hear a lot, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, I mean, like, there's always that argument of like, is this a drug for the rest of your life? And it's so expensive and forever customers.
Well, it is.
Yeah,
but
we've
there's
been that
nothing
for a
wrong with
while.
that.
And we're going to keep being that way. That's the thing, is no matter what the medication is, like with blood pressure or with anything else, like eventually we have to be on these things as we age. Like that's just part also of aging. Like there's plenty of things that we still have to take forever. You know, I think the problem is that people just can't get around the injection piece. I really think people really struggle with giving yourself a shot.
That big scary needle.
It's
not like that main veining.
Not even a big scary needle.
Right.
Actually,
take hormones too.
I love Brandi's perspective. She's like, it's not like we're like junkies out here. Like, give it to me. You know what I mean?
Like, people that don't know,
oh my
that's what they
God.
think. You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
They also think that everything is our fault too, and that you have to do everything the hard way. So
yes. And it's because they do, or because they never have had to. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. What were you saying, Lee?
Oh, a couple things. I'm on cholesterol meds, and I'm never going to be able to come off those. And because it's hereditary. Every man on my dad's side of the family, back to the late 1800s at least, has died of heart disease or a heart attack. And they didn't have fast food, right? There's a cholesterol issue with how the genetics of the males in my family. So that's just a medicine I'll be on, and I'll probably have to get higher doses as I go older. It's just how it is. But the injections, I will say the reason why I don't like the injections is because my dad is a diabetic, and he will do injections like at the dinner table, out in public. He'll just whip out his, and he'll just do it. And so it's always just been this, like, it's a gag reflex when I see somebody trying to shoot a needle up in front of me. So me doing it to myself, it's just like, and then it's like, oh, I'm becoming my dad because I'm sitting here having to take shots. And so I don't know, for me, the needle thing, if I could, the pill form, I would prefer, just saying.
If it worked as good. If it worked as good,
I think it will.
Well, don't they
the
have
studies
a
they're
pill?
doing? It does.
Yeah, it's coming.
Don't they have
eventually.
a pill in development?
Well, they
that
have
works as well?
Rybelsus.
No. One that's in development, that's in testing.
They have a new
right
one,
now.
and yes,
Yeah,
they have a
is
new one in
getting just as
development
good results.
I think it's better, but they have other issues that they're trying to work out. Yeah,
Nice.
Sure. Yeah.
I love the comment
that was
that
a good
I
one.
would shoot it into my eyeball.
yeah, of course.
Will you all take the pill form though? Will you all take the pill form?
I would.
If it works as good, if it works as good
I
as
need
Mounjaro,
my
I
medicine.
would.
I do not care.
I mean,
it
like,
comes.
look at this. I mean, these are the pills I take every week. Okay.
Yeah,
There's nothing to add
sign.
one
Yeah.
more. Okay.
I'm with Lydia.
I've been able to get off a lot of
So-
pills since I've been on it.
So
You know?
Yeah.
for me, with the weight loss surgery, sometimes taking a pill is not so great.
Yeah,
So
it's not.
this injection does not hurt. It does not bother me. I'm thinking about all the other places that maybe I could, but I'm too scared of. And I'm still a tummy girl. I'm always gonna be a tummy girl. But like,
I just wish you could put it in your butt. I don't know why we can't just put it in our butt.
you can.
Wait, okay, now you walked right into it.
Hold on.
Okay,
Hold on.
You
That's
can.
what. Geez.
It was on
Butt
purpose.
stuff with that.
This is
It
right
was
up
on
your
purpose.
alley.
no,
Sometimes
not
we gotta lighten up,
okay.
Francis. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah. So I did inject it into my butt, not
Your
the
butt?
my
What?
not the butt,
Inject
but
into your butt.
yeah.
Not inject
Hip,
into our
like your
butt.
hip.
You inject it into your butt cheek.
right up, yeah,
You
right
did?
up, right. Of course, because it's so my nurses out
Part of
there.
your body.
Okay, it is a subcutaneous injection site that nurses use all the time. It's
Just
right on the side of your butt.
Right.
And
Butt.
it's it's like your hip around the side. And that's actually where I did my first injection because I don't like reading instructions. I just got the pill out and I just shot myself. Because
I'm gonna need a demonstration. I need to see how.
I just can't wait for those ER stories. Someone will be like,
God.
"Yeah,
No.
I found in this guy's butt."
Well, I had an allergic.
But
I don't like
now,
reading
okay.
instructions, so I put it in my butt.
It's not a
Well,
suppository.
here's what I was thinking. Not that part of my butt, but the
This
Sorry.
went south in a hurry over butt.
I mean, I was
Wow.
trying to lighten it up, guys. Like, you know how I am. Like, you know,
But
it was getting a little serious.
I was thinking more like, okay, hey, I'm gonna do steroids and become like a ripped dude. So that's why I was thinking, they inject it in their butts. That's what I was thinking of. So my very first shot on Ozempic, I actually did right to the side of my hip bone on the top of my hip / butt area.
How was Mr. Preston?
It was totally good. It worked. All the things that I hear about people having for their very first week, I had all the things. So now I've never gone back and did it again. But I don't know. On the packaging, it has the 3 spots. But if you Google subcutaneous, because it says a subcutaneous injection site. If you Google subcutaneous injection sites, it's on there. The butt is one of them. But I don't know why it's not listed on the packaging. I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna go through.
Wait. We should
clips.
Okay. Wait. I got it. This is not medical advice.
Oh.
I am not a doctor. Okay.
Thank you, Lawyer Lee. Thank you so much.
All right, lawyer. All right, I'm gonna go through 2 at a time now, so we can talk all together. Okay, ready?
There are non-responders to these medications. Yeah. There are people that go on the meds and they're like, wait a minute, I lost 4 pounds. Why did this person over here lose 50 pounds? Because that must not be the dysfunction in your body. And it's okay, right? So when we see people as a failure, even when they go on the medications, because it didn't work, it's not their fault. They're not adipose holders? It just means that that's not the pathway that's dysfunctional in their body. And we're still learning different pathways and how they interact and interplay with this complex multifactorial disease.
So the drugs may not work for everybody.
Exactly.
Quick pause here. I've had moments on my GLP-1 journey where insurance changes or rising costs force me to look for a new provider. And honestly, that process can feel very overwhelming. But that's why the Plus Sides podcast is partnered with GLP Winner to give our subscribers a resource to help them make that decision easier. GLP Winner is a comparison platform that lets you explore telehealth providers in all 50 states, whether you're looking for brand name medications or compounded options. You can see pricing up front, read reviews, and get a clear picture of which provider might align best with your needs. Check it out today at glpwinner.com/plus-sides. That's glpwinner.com/plus-sides. Don't forget the Z. Let me tell you a quick story. I was telling Kat how I was regaining weight after my 100-pound loss using GLP-1 medications, and I was having snacky cravings and waking up at 3 a.m., and I had hot flashes, and I was worried. But Kat was like, listen, I went through this last year. It's perimenopause, and I started HRT, and she used this company called Winona. So I started going there to see if this was something that was going with me. Turns out it was, because I'm 46. And it's been amazing. It's taken a while to find the right dose, but once I did, it's just been huge. I've been sleeping. I feel more myself again, and the hot flashes are gone, which is, geez, really bad. So I will tell you, it's just been so big for me. And so I wanted to partner with them on the podcast because obviously many of our listeners are going through this same age range and definitely are having these issues. And there's just no need for you to suffer. So if you go to the link that's in our link tree, you can click on that and save money. If you go there and you meet all the criteria, and this might be something for you to try. So I just want to make sure you had this great resource because it's just been such a big difference for me and Kat. Again, you can go to the link in our link tree and get what you need.
"20 seconds a week to lose 20% of your weight in a year with diet and exercise. That's the power of GLP-1s through Ro. Ro helps find the medication that's right for you, based on cost, availability, and your weight loss goals. Losing weight with GLP-1s is possible through Ro.
Where's Lee? Lee lost 4 inches around his waist on Ozempic. That's a GLP-1. And he's noticed it has silenced what he calls the food noise in his brain. Lee, tell us what that means for you.
Well, for me, I'd say it's like a constant obsession about food. What am I going to eat? What am I going to eat next? I'm thinking about lunch while I'm having breakfast, but it's not just that I'm hungry. It's that I can't stop thinking about it. And so I started Ozempic a little over 3 months ago. And I don't think I really noticed how bad this was for me. And I know my dad suffers from it too. And I don't think I realized that till I started. But when that noise comes down, that volume is gone, and it's like a peace comes over you about food. Your relationship with food becomes normal. Like last night I was at dinner, and we were having lasagna, and I got 2/3 of the way through, and I wasn't feeling full anymore, and I was okay not finishing it.
And you didn't think
and
about...
I was at peace with it.
Let me ask you this. So you didn't think about, I shouldn't have ate that lasagna, or I shouldn't have ate that much lasagna, or I shouldn't have done lasagna, I should have eaten the zucchini.
Exactly. The lasagna was delicious.
Okay.
Yeah, and I had some Caesar salad before, but I got to and this is not something I would have been able to do. And so it's like that it's just this volume in your head is gone, and this noise, and I know it's controversial, but to be honest, if you've had that and then have it go away, the thought of ever going back is a non-starter.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't go back.
Way to go, Lee.
Good job, Lee. I love it. Yes. I remember I sent you a clip of me saying you can't go back. And you know,
can't go back.
While you were there. Yeah. And I mean, that's the thing.
Yes.
You can't. It's a non-starter.
That's it.
Love it.
Strange,
Love it.
Lee. Strange.
Thank you. Wait, there's clipping. I'm holding my phone with my other hand, so I can't clip.
It is a great clip.
Everybody's saying, well, if you had a
my
flip.
favorite part of it, though, was when she goes, "Did you not think that you shouldn't have eaten the lasagna?" You go, "Nope, lasagna was delicious." I love it so much.
Well,
she was like,
right? You went to Carmine's, right? Carmine's.
Yeah.
Of course.
Carmine's,
I need the entire Carmine's.
It's a lot, though. Carmine's is okay. Here's the thing, though. I went with my mom, and Carmine's is not a place you go with just two people. It's like huge family style. I didn't know that. It was too much. But
I went with just my son and made that mistake.
yeah. I mean, it's good though. It's good, but yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, the very first part, and I mean, obviously, we can talk about my section, but I'm so embarrassed talking about myself. But the first part was about the people who fail it or feel like it's failing, and it doesn't. This is kind of going around right now on TikTok. I'm sure you have all seen it. Sure. That people are talking about how it's not working for them, and they feel bad.
Yeah,
they feel bad about it, and there's a guilt over it not working for them. And I feel so bad because I don't think it gets talked about that it doesn't work for everyone, and that doesn't mean that something's wrong with you or you're not doing it right. It just isn't. Isn't that is not the dysregulation?
That's not the dysfunction. Yeah, that's not the dysfunction.
Yeah,
we've had that issue in my house because I'm on medication and two of my adult sons are. One of them is out of the house in grad school. The other one is still living at home. And the one that is still living at home is not responding as well as the other son and I.
Yeah.
Hasn't been since he started it. And he's the one with the most weight to lose.
Mm-hmm.
So, everybody assumes that the person with the most weight to lose is going to lose the fastest and lose the most. And that's just not.
I haven't.
Yeah.
He's finally starting to do better. And he actually made the switch from Mounjaro to Wegovy recently. And is actually, that seems to have jump started loss for him.
Wow.
But it was, there were lots of feelings about the fact that I started in July. He started in late August, early September. And then the third one started end of October and just was losing more and more and more, faster than him. And that was tough.
Yeah. I bet it was. And we have a clips about genetics that we're going to bring up in just a second. So we can talk about the genetic thing too. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's, and there's a couple things specifically to it. Go ahead. What you got, Brandi?
I find it
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I interrupting someone?
No, you're
Oh,
interrupting.
okay.
You're good.
No,
I
it's a
find it
round
inter-
table, boo. It's
I
fine.
find it interesting
Interrupt.
how everybody describes food noise differently. It's the same
Yeah.
but different. So how I describe it for me is you are on an interstate, you're traveling 80 miles an hour, it's raining cats and dogs, the windshield wipers are going, everything is loud. You got the music turned down because you can't see because it's so loud.
Yeah.
Because I'm that old. And you go under an overpass and for a second it stops. It's completely silent, right?
Yeah.
It's done.
Good
It's
one.
over.
Yeah, I
And
like that.
that's how my whole life is now when it comes to food.
You're under the overpass all the time.
Yeah.
And I have that quietness, that volume is down, like Lee said, and it's was complete and utter chaos all the time until I ate and completely stuffed myself so full that I just wanted to, and that's how it is for me. So I found that interesting how you described it versus, but it's all the same. I don't know. It's just funny to me.
Yeah, because then
Dr.
Oh, sorry. No, you go.
I was just going to say, for me, it's the switch. So I say all the time, I never had that switch in my brain that went, you're full, stop eating. And that switch is there. So for me, that's how the food noise changed for me.
Yeah.
So I've described like knowing when to stop eating kind of thing. It's like if you had a sandwich, you're fine because you finish the sandwich, it's gone. That's a portion, you're done. But so many things have large portions that I feel like I was missing the comfortably full space.
Yeah.
So I went from hungry to after Thanksgiving dinner full.
Yeah.
And I missed that comfortably full space.
Same. I didn't have that.
And it was almost like I didn't realize that everybody didn't have that.
Totally.
So it's kind of like I had a horrible sweet tooth, and people would say that's too sweet, and I'm like, there's no such thing as too sweet.
There's such thing.
Rich, but there's not too sweet.
There is too rich, but there's not too sweet. There is now. Ugh.
Yeah, there is now.
Yeah.
So I have a friend that if she goes out to dinner, because portions are so huge, she asks for the to-go box with her dinner. And then
good idea.
Just takes out so much, puts it in the box and sets it aside, because as you're sitting there talking and camaraderie and you're just eating, and then you're like, oh my God, what just happened? So I love that.
I feel like some days, because I tell everybody, like my urge to binge has been shut off, but a sister right here will eat her entire meal. Yes, I will.
Yes, you will.
I will.
I had something similar. It's interesting that you use the car analogy. I kind of do too. I think because of the BED, like for me, it's if I was driving in a car, like if I was a car right before this, right, I only had drive, and that was eat and consume, and that's it all the time. It's all I knew. And then when I got to a certain level of the medicine, I could gear shift. Do I really want that? Do I want to eat all of it? I don't really want to. But before it was like, I have to, I couldn't, and I knew it was happening and I hated myself for it. But I couldn't stop, and now I can't. And for me, and we're about to go into the miracle clip, that's the miracle. For me, I'd take it forever, even if I didn't lose another pound, because I don't have that anymore.
And haters.
Here we go. The miracle
coming too.
The miracle and the haters and the genetics. Let's do it.
Are these drugs a miracle moment in the life of being a person with obesity? Is this a miracle moment we're having?
I would be very hesitant to say that anything with obesity is a miracle. I think I am so excited that we finally have effective treatments for obesity.
So is it effective treatment?
It's effective treatment. Some people are going to be on these new medications for a while, and because it's a progressive disease, they're going to need another medicine, maybe, or they might need bariatric surgery, or with high blood pressure, I put my patient on a medication to lower their blood pressure. 10 years later, they may need another medicine to keep their blood pressure low because it's a progressive illness. So I would not say anything's a miracle.
Yeah. I think the experience is miraculous, right? For me, I don't know how, like, y'all tell me how you feel too, but like, it isn't a miraculous experience, but like when we see our friends get into maintenance, and I've seen some people be like, I'm not in maintenance, or maintenance is boring, or something like that. listen, you got like almost everybody we know, they have a chronic medical disease. This is not a cure, it's a treatment. There, at some point, we may have to do one of these other things. That's why, and y'all know I preach about it, we have to support each other all the time because it will not end for any of us. I don't care what we think. Right now, there's no cure, there's only a treatment. You know? That's my 2 cents.
And unfortunately, you have all the people that, like, you see it in the Facebook groups all the time. Well, it's a tool that you're supposed to use to learn how to eat right. And then if you just do that.
Patronizing. That's so patronizing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I think every time I see that is that you're either not on this or you're not on it for the right reason. That's what I always think when I hear
I've
that.
always my comment has always been, if you were someone who has not had a weight problem your entire life or your entire adult life, then maybe that's the case. You know, you're that person that gained weight during COVID and you hadn't been able to get it off. Okay. So then you took the medication. Yes, that might be the case for you. But for those of us who have been overweight our entire life or our entire adult life, no, it's a disease and it needs continuous treatment.
It's and I think it's too, it's like you never thought it possible and then it is. Right. And, you know, I'm a year into this now.
That's
still
the miracle.
losing.
Exactly.
That's the miracle. Right. Like that's what people don't understand. And the medication is now fixing. You were sick forever. Right. And now you're not anymore. That's the miracle.
Maybe Rhea,
right?
Rhea has a good point. Rhea has a good point in the comments, guys.
Maybe when it cures alcoholism, it'd be a miracle. True dat.
Or drug
Drop
addiction.
the mic, Rhea. Jeez Louise, that was a great one. See, this is why we're doing this live with the community. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't mind when people say miracle. I get that a lot. I mean, and I tend to lean towards saying it's miraculous, not necessarily a miracle.
I agree with that. The miraculous.
There's a difference. Yeah. There's a difference because one, no one waved a wand and did this. Scientists figured this out. And so, two, if it's a miracle, it sounds like it's as good as it gets. And I don't think we're as good as it gets. It'll just get better.
It'll just get better and better.
And then, so the other thing is, I don't know. For some reason, I do lean against saying miracle, but I also understand it completely because I've had that effect of the food noise. And, you know, so I get that debate.
Yep. Me too. All right, we'll get to the last two, genetics and haters. We're going to combine them. Ready? Here we go. Double threat.
Ansley, you also talked about the genetic piece. You said your dad. That heritability of this disease is something we cannot discount. And a lot of people hate it when I say this, but this is a highly heritable disease.
Yep.
But when I look at people, weight is as heritable as height.
Katara, you say you've been shamed by friends and family after losing 100 pounds with the help of wegovy. Let's talk about that. What happened?
Yes. When I started losing weight, I noticed that some of my friends started being very distant. Initially, they were very happy for me and supportive and told me I did not need to lose any weight and I looked totally fine. But when I started losing weight, they were not happy. And they just started dropping off, as well as my husband never acknowledged my weight loss.
You lost 100 pounds and you didn't acknowledge it?
Well, when I lost the first 50 pounds, I noticed he didn't say anything to me. So I went up to him and I said, I've lost 50 pounds. Have you noticed?
And he said?
He said, yeah, I noticed you look fine. You didn't need to lose any weight. So that made me feel like he was not happy with my weight loss.
Mm-hmm.
So,
you still have that husband?
I do.
Okay.
I was wondering the same thing.
You're all wondering. I'm sorry. Excuse us, husband.
Yes.
We just had to ask that question. Yeah.
Yeah, but it surprised me how people reacted to the weight loss. Even now, they tell me don't lose any more weight. You know, they make mean comments. And I really don't know how to deal with that because it's not what I expected, the reaction from my friends and my husband.
I'm so sorry to hear that you went through that. And what you're describing, unfortunately, is so common. We hear this all the time. I'm a psychologist in this field, and so many times patients come to me talking about this. And it's so prevalent that I actually talk to patients about it before they have, treatment for obesity, before they have bariatric surgery, or before they go on these medications. And I think it's important to have these conversations with individuals. We never know exactly what's going to happen, but I think if we can put a plan in place and discuss it, we can be a little bit more prepared for it, right?
To know that people are going to perceive you differently.
Yes.
And people have been accustomed to perceiving you in a certain way.
Exactly.
And you have served that well for them. And then when you become, from their perception, somebody different, they impose whatever that judgment is about that upon you. Although you know that you're the same person.
Yes.
Yeah. But here, you said something that really struck me. And Gail and I talk about this all the time. And one of the reasons why we've been friends for now almost 50 years is that she's always been the happiest for me for anything that ever happened. Actually, happier. And I the same for her. More excited for, oh my God, you're in the color purple. More excited for me. So what you want are friends and partners and relationship for people who celebrate and rejoice in your victory, who celebrate and rejoice in your happiness, because that's a clear sign of envy and resentment when people are not happy for your happiness. That's the living truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's some good nuggets. I do love how she was like, do you still have that husband?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thank
Call
you.
him out.
That's just
Everybody was
classic
thinking
Oprah. Everybody was thinking.
thinking it.
I love when Oprah
Yeah.
does stuff like that.
Well,
Yeah.
and what we didn't clip was Gail went on to ask her afterwards and asked, is he overweight or was he overweight? Is he acting that way because he's resentful that like you lost weight? And she said, no, he's not obese.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The one
That's
thing
another
I
layer of codependent.
He got it's exactly what Oprah said. He got used to who she was, and her changing. He doesn't like it. People don't like change. They just don't.
People don't
They
like
get
change.
used
people
to who
don't
you
like
are
change.
and
Yeah.
your position, right, in their life.
And I think with a spouse too, some people like a bigger body. That's what they were
Good
attracted
point.
to.
Yeah.
Right.
Good point.
Exactly.
And now they don't really. It's just not. I don't know. That was really awkward though. The whole place was so quiet when she was talking because everyone was like, "Oh, damn," that's messed up.
She needs some new friends.
Yeah. Right.
She needs some new friends. I will say, like I did have some of my friends, because I've lost weight many times in my life. There were some that fell off during the second the weight loss attempt in my 20s. Lost these really quickly. So the show, I always say quickly and it ends up being long. My mother's obsession with my weight, right? And it became like sometimes maybe like a pleasing point to her so I could be slim or thin or whatever. I remember I lost 50 pounds. I came to Charlotte to visit my sister when my niece was being born. I walked in the room. They had not seen me in like several years. That woman said not one blippity beeping beeping word to me, period, about my size. And I confronted her about it, as I gained weight in the future, because that's what I did. She's like, well, you just didn't look that small to me. Ma'am. Yeah. So,
ma'am.
But you know what? And the years of growing and growth and in therapy, I realized I'm doing this for myself. I guess I felt like I had to prove something to her.
Sure.
And that half I didn't say,
I get it. I get it.
She was used to me in one way, and it was envy, resentment, and she didn't know how to deal with me as her slim daughter.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom really didn't have much, I would say, weight issues. She's always been, I would say, like a thin average, like an average thin. You know what I mean? And when she was younger, I would say pretty thin. Not like a skinny person, but thin, healthy, fit. She was always super active, like played tennis and all the things. But I don't know, like I look back on it and I think there were some decisions that I don't know. I've got a lot of grace for her. And I also feel like now that I've gotten older,
well, you've grown. I ain't got no grace for that.
Well, it doesn't sound like she's grown, your mama, but I think my mom has. And so it's been different. And when I do feel like when I do mention certain things to her, like there are times where she used to kind of like, I would be eating something and she would go, "You don't need that." And I'm like, "Really?" And then I would eat it on purpose. Right. Like, but she literally, I think the mindset is, let me snap you out of this. You don't realize how serious this is. Stop it. I just want you healthy. I love you, and I think that it comes across like that. But and there've been plenty of times on my weight loss journey where, I don't think she cares so much about the way that I look. She really just wants me to be here longer. But I didn't always think that growing up. I didn't. Yeah. And I do think too, like when I had a child, I have a lot of grace for my mom now, especially. It's hard and knowing the right thing to do and say and what's appropriate and what's not, like that's not easy. And I look back and I think her heart was always in the right place. You do what I mean? And there are things that she said that weren't good. There are things my dad said that weren't
it's like,
good.
It was like her generations.
That was the best thing, Lori.
I know.
It's like her generation's way of like shaking you, like trying to shake you into it or wake you up. Basically.
It's like when they would say to depressed people, like, snap out of it. You can't just do that.
Her generation had
it's
Coca-Cola,
not like that.
Coke in the Coca-Cola. Like,
exactly.
Our moms did benzos. Like our moms had
benzos.
had addictive drugs that they could take to
my mom really didn't, but
they were painting
true,
at 11
Rachel.
o'clock
Intention
at night.
matters. Yeah.
Intention matters.
Yes. So I just wanted to chime in here because of that clip from Oprah was really good. And this is where there's so many Oprah haters and they say she's phony and all the things.
Yeah.
But if you watch her just there talking to this woman whose husband wasn't responding to her, and the way she was talking was from a person who lived it and has walked this walk.
100%.
And she was so genuine.
Yeah.
And she just, I don't know people who's going to come at Oprah. I mean, she's a multi-billionaire. I get that. But you can't talk to another human being like that in the same space as you physically and not be a genuine person, because she was connecting with that person who she didn't ever know, but immediately resonated with her. And that just to me was one of the moments where I was like, okay, Oprah she's a real person and she's a good person.
I'd
Like
imagine
her
a
saying
lot
that,
of
it
friends
seemed
have
like
fallen
she had-
off with her. Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed like she had walked that walk, maybe not with a husband, but with the friends. She
with
pointed
the
out, like,
friends.
listen, like me and Gail, we recognize we're genuinely happy for each other. We're more happy for each other sometimes than we even are for ourselves. And so, like her saying that, like it hit me in the heart because, like I've had friends like that. I've had friends that that change. I changed and then they changed and our friendship changed, and like that's okay. But you realize like why it changed, right? They got used, just like Oprah said, they got used to who you were. They got used to that whatever you filled for them in their life, and you changing yourself, you don't feel that anymore. Right?
It's the feeling they gave you. Yeah.
I feel like the friendship that Gail and Oprah have is not something everyone experiences.
Yeah, it's hard to find. It's very, very hard to find.
And it's important to remember you're never going to find that in every single friend. Right? You can make friends that hit you in a different part of your life, in a different area of your life, but you're never going to find that deep type of relationship in every single friend you ever make.
But it was more than friendship because if you remember Oprah's story, she went into depth about the last romantic relationship she had before she made it big. And this guy treated her like dirt.
Yeah.
And he pretty much made her feel like, well, because you're in a larger body, I mean, like any way he could degrade her, he did. And because of maybe where she was in her life and where she was emotionally and mentally, she said, I took it. And so I saw it as she connected with her on the friendship level. But if you know her story, she connected with her about that man. And it's almost kind of like you could see where the train wreck is getting ready to happen, but you can't turn away, but you're trying to tell the person, hey, this train is about to wreck. And that's why, in my opinion, she said what she said and how she said it. She was like, are you still with that husband?
Yeah.
And the
Gail has definitely been through that.
Yeah. But the whole panel said, we're thinking the same thing. And my heart went out to that woman because did you see how like she was like, yeah, and it's like, oh my God, this is so painful to watch. And it's and it's not saying you should leave your husband, but that's a huge like double red flag. It's like so much going on there. So I think she connected with her. Yeah.
It
I mean, I
sounds like
think
there's
overall,
something within her that she, maybe because she's attracting these people.
Yeah.
There's some growth.
So
opportunities there.
So I agree. I want to go on what JT was saying, and where Kat led with that is, I was just talking with another GLP-1 creator on here, and she said the whole time I was fat, obese, I took so much crap from friends and family and men especially. And she said, and as I started losing weight, it was like I got to this one point where it clicked. Well, in my therapy sessions, I was starting to get thin. I was starting to get more confidence, but I was still choosing those type of individuals, men specifically, in my life, right? And I was like, I don't know why I just can't, I look good. I look great. Why can't I just be like, you're not the type of man I want. Why am I still accepting it? And my therapist says to me, this is how I'm going to put it for you. He's like, you have been given a very fast, bright, shiny sports car that's a manual transmission, and you don't know how to drive stick. And so you're grinding gears and you're popping clutch and you're doing whatever because you've never accepted anything better. So you have to unlearn those bad behaviors and acceptance of that so you can move forward and take in the blessings of relationships that are good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Rachel, agreed. Yeah, I think, and it's like overall, and we can, I know we've been on a long time, so we can wrap it up, but I think overall it was a pretty good episode. It wasn't earth shattering. I think it's a good start to the conversation. I like that she's using her platform to discuss it. I even see like being able to have it where there are more pieces of the conversation and paying to be part of the channel and all that different stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just think that the first one should have been a bare minimum, something to bring everybody in and unite people. And I wish that she had done that. I did not like, I'm just going to be honest. It bothered me that she either pretended to not know a lot of things, Oprah herself, right? Or that she really didn't know them. And that did bother me. But I also think that was probably a strategy to make people feel in the room like they were learning together, because I don't buy that she didn't know it. And I didn't like that. It bothered me because Oprah knows all the things. And she's such a pro. Like, I can't imagine she walked in a room and didn't know how to pronounce adipose. Stuff like that. Like, that in general, it was a little cringy. But other than that, and I love the specialist that she had on. Hopefully we can get them on our show. We'll see, But,
Dr. Rachel, you out there, call us.
Give us a call.
For sure. Dr. Fatima, too.
Dr.
Fatima.
All of them. They're all really good.
I mean, can I manifest? Hold on. Let me manifest the biggest one. Oprah. Come on, Oprah.
Let's manifest it.
Girl.
Oprah's going to come on, girl. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah. Okay, I'll pull some strings. Work
on that. I'm going to need you to work on that.
Yeah, now everybody in my family and my friends are always like, you should call Oprah. Yeah. You should see if Oprah wants to do
my gosh, I bet.
Like, we're best friends now.
Sure.
You made her laugh.
I mean, I say friend of like Oprah.
I did make her laugh. I did make her laugh.
Yeah.
Can we just try to get all of the doctors, because they each had
they were all good.
I mean, like,
I get pretty scrappy. We're gonna try.
I just think
are they all on TikTok? Because that is the magic sauce for me. Is TikTok
I think Dr. Rachel is.
Dr. Rachel is.
Yeah,
and she's on Instagram too.
I felt so like about with Dr. Rachel, or I felt like the love I have for Dr. Rachel is because she was a consultant on The Whale, and The Whale was a very powerful movie.
Yeah, for sure. I really want Brendan Fraser. I really want someone who didn't know anything about this and learned about it on the show, but he's not on social anywhere.
He said his name is pronounced Brendan Fraser.
Oh, really?
Fraser.
Well,
Fraser.
regardless,
He made like
he
a
ain't
joke.
on
He made like
social,
a
and I
silly
can't find him
YouTube. He's
nowhere.
like, everybody mispronounces my name. It's Fraser. I'm like, okay.
I really want
okay.
that perspective on the show. Hey, like, what did you learn, and why is it different, and how are you changed? I want to know. He needs to tell us on the show. Anyway, we're working on it. Aspirations, y'all. We're all going to manifest. We can try to manifest Oprah, but let's be real.
Sure. No,
Well, I mean, look,
Maybe
look,
Oprah will
I don't think Oprah goes
possible.
anywhere, but on her show. And you know what? Good for her.
Maybe we might be flown out to New York or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
don't think so.
Look,
we talk I mean, y'all, I'm very controversial, especially with the Weight Watchers stuff. Like I put it out there and I'm not sorry. So, you know,
good. Don't be.
Anything,
maybe the doctors,
but anything is possible. And if we could get some of the doctors on here, and even though we say, and I get what you're saying, Kim, that it wasn't earth shattering, probably because we're so deep in the community.
Well,
but
we've also been talking about all of those things for 6 months nonstop. So
but you know, for people, and
it's all relative.
And I think that we all see it, that come in and they're like, well, what is the difference between Mounjaro and Ozempic? And they don't
glad to
know.
have you, Sandra. Yeah.
You know, so maybe, hopefully, this gets the wheel to turning outside of the community. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, and that was kind of going to be my point about. That was going to kind of be my point about her show, is that like you hit it on the head earlier, Kim, with, you know, she's talking about the same things we talk about every day. She's in her show, she's talking about exactly the same things we talk about on the podcast. We all talk about in our TikTok lives, right? She's talking about all the same things. However, she knows that she has a much larger platform, and I have to at least commend her that she used that giant platform to go, okay, here it is. Everybody look here.
Me too.
You know what I mean?
Everybody understand this. Everybody needs to understand this.
So the one thing that's actually biting her a little bit on it not being free for everyone is some people are taking clips of the show out of context and making it sound like she's saying things that she's not.
Oh, that's
but
awful.
People, I know, but then
I feel bad
people,
for Oprah that they do that.
I know, but I'm just saying, if it was free, then they could just go watch it. But instead, in order to fact check that false narrative, they'd have to pay, and so they don't, and then it just spreads.
Yeah.
So
it wasn't.
But
it wasn't a good move.
But
she could have done better. But y'all know, I love Oprah, so I always will. I don't see anything changing that. But you know, I know there are a lot of people that feel like that this is something I got a lot from the comments, guys, is that people were saying things like, and we can wrap it up, but like people were saying things specifically. I want to make sure they have a voice because none of us had this opinion. People were saying things like, no, I saw her shame the Olsen twins. I saw her contribute to diet culture. I've seen this, and she's not the representation for us. And I actually disagree with that, because I think she was I feel like Oprah's show, and y'all know I love it. Oprah's show, she constantly, it looked like she was in search, right? In search for the answer and search for the solution. And then anytime she would find something that worked, she just wanted to help other people and shout about it and talk about it.
Share it with everybody.
And then eventually it didn't work. And why? Because she's got obesity. You know, it wasn't her fault either. So, but my mind, I was all up in that diet culture crap because I thought it was the only way. And I do think it was a good point that the CEO said, we know better, we do better. And at some point we have to go, in my opinion, for things to heal, for things to mend, for us to move forward and get past all this crap. You know what I mean? We got to take a step forward and go, okay, it's done. And we just don't feed back into it, and we don't keep it going. And for me, I'm telling you, the fact that I'm even saying this is not easy for me because I hate it.
Yeah.
Okay. But if I don't put it aside and I don't move forward and we don't have the hard conversations, then we're never going to evolve. And this will not be a movement like we want.
The conversation won't
nice
change.
People have a conversation. Like we want things to change. You know?
Yeah, the conversation is the point. The conversation is the key. I think that's true that no one's asking Oprah to be our spokesperson or our representative for the community.
Absolutely not.
That's absolutely right. No, we don't want that. But the point is that now people are talking. A lot more people are talking than they even were before, and that's the conversation.
That's the point.
The conversation, yes.
Yeah, totally. All right. Well, this was really good, guys. I think we're ending on a good note, and we can all go drink our water and go to the bathroom. And yes, and don't forget podcast 10 for $10 off for your cute little Stanley Mounjaro thingy.
You know, Lee, you needed an Ozempic one.
Yeah, mine is just this is like a rip off. This is like a I don't know. It's not even
Oh, wait a minute.
It's not even a real
He got that at
Stanley.
Costco. He got a 2-pack of those at Costco for $19.99.
Hey.
Thank you. Yes, I do.
Costco
They do have a dupe available of this, by the way.
They do.
So
They do.
they'll get you the
You know what?
Yeah, they do.
Nothing beats my pumpkin.
Sure.
That's
All right. Well, we
And
lost
my
a couple of our
pumpkin earrings.
panelists, but man, they hung on for a long time.
They
And
did.
I'm
They
super
did.
appreciative.
Yeah, they did.
Let's
They're
all
the
go
bomb.
be with our friends, family, rest,
Thank
good
you
bathroom.
all.
Thank you so much for
everybody.
Thank you
joining us
guys
for this
for
important
being here.
conversation. Please subscribe if you
you.
don't. And we're so happy to have you here.
This was
And let's change
great.
things. Let's help people and change things. Be a part of that with
Yes.
us. We're really glad you're here. We want to make a movement. Let's do it. Okay.
All right.
All right. Asta la pasta. I got to pay one more bean footage. It's going to take us out. And
Good
then
night,
we're
guys.
gonna move
Roll it.
on. Ready?
Right.
Are you interested in understanding GLP-1 medications like Ozempic, Wegovy, or Mounjaro? Then join us on the Plus Sides, Cracking the Obesity Code, the groundbreaking podcast helping people change their lives one episode at a time. The Plus Sides podcast is a disruptor. We're breaking down barriers, smashing stereotypes, and sharing inspiring stories that'll leave you feeling informed and empowered. Join us every week to learn from doctors who are specialists around GLP-1 medications like Ozempic, Wegovy, or Mounjaro. They'll provide you with science and facts to validate these incredible stories. But that's not all. We'll also bring you the voices of the GLP-1 Mounjaro TikTok community, real people who face the challenges of obesity-related diseases and disorders and discovered the incredible plus sides of GLP-1 medications. Our episodes are filled with heartwarming stories, laughter, and moments of triumph. You'll connect with our amazing community members who are reclaiming their health and experiencing their fullest lives. Are you ready to embark on a journey of discovery and empowerment? Tune in to the Plus Sides, Cracking the Obesity Code, and together we'll change the narrative around obesity and end the stigma. Subscribe now on YouTube or your favorite podcast platform and join our incredible community. Let's celebrate the plus sides of life together. The Plus Sides Podcast, because every story deserves to be heard, every life deserves to shine, and everyone deserves access to expert knowledge and medication. The Plus Sides Podcast. You're not alone. It's not your fault.
Let me tell you a quick story. I was telling Kat how I was regaining weight after my 100-pound loss using GLP-1 medications, and I was having snacky cravings and waking up at 3 a.m. and I had hot flashes and I was worried. But Kat was like, listen, I went through this last year. It's perimenopause and I started HRT, and she used this company called Winona. So I started going there to see if this was something that was going with me. Turns out it was, because I'm 46. And it's been amazing. It's taken a while to find the right dose, but once I did, it's just been huge. I've been sleeping. I feel more myself again. And the hot flashes are gone, which is, geez, really bad. So I will tell you, it's just been so big for me. And so I wanted to partner with them on the podcast because obviously many of our listeners are going through the same age range and definitely are having these issues. And there's just no need for you to suffer. So if you go to the link that's in our link tree, you can click on that and save money. If you go there and you meet all the criteria, and this might be something for you to try. So I just want to make sure you had this great resource because it's just been such a big difference for me and Kat. Again, you can go to the link in our link tree and get what you need. Today's episode is brought to you by Ro, a telehealth platform that's changing the game of GLP-1 access. What sets Ro apart? Ro understands the challenges of navigating insurance hurdles and the skyrocketing prices of GLP-1 medications. That's why they specialize in getting insurance approvals for GLP-1s. And if insurance is a barrier, they go a step further by prescribing brand name zepbound vials for prices close to those of compound GLP-1s. With Ro, you're not just getting a prescription, you're getting a partner in your journey that's helping you access affordable treatment and guiding you every step of the way. Whether it's insurance approvals or cost-effective alternatives, Ro is here to make sure that you get the medication you need. Visit ro.co/plus-sides with a Z today to see how they can help you take control of your weight management journey with affordable, accessible care. That's ro.co/plus-sides with a Z, making healthcare work for you. Check out the link in our show notes for more details.
Are you interested in understanding GLP-1 medications like Ozempic, Wegovy, or Mounjaro? Then join us on the Plus Sides, Cracking the Obesity Code, the groundbreaking podcast helping people change their lives one episode at a time. The Plus Sides podcast is a disruptor. We're breaking down barriers, smashing stereotypes, and sharing inspiring stories that'll leave you feeling informed and empowered. Join us every week to learn from doctors who are specialists around GLP-1 medications like Ozempic, Wegovy, and Mounjaro. They'll provide you with science and facts to validate these incredible stories. But that's not all. We'll also bring you the voices of the GLP-1 Mounjaro TikTok community, real people who face the challenges of obesity-related diseases and disorders and discovered the incredible plus sides of GLP-1 medications. Our episodes are filled with heartwarming stories, laughter, and moments of triumph. You'll connect with our amazing community members who are reclaiming their health and experiencing their fullest lives. Are you ready to embark on a journey of discovery and empowerment? Tune in to the Plus Sides, Cracking the Obesity Code, and together we'll change the narrative around obesity and end the stigma. Subscribe now on YouTube or your favorite podcast platform and join our incredible community. Let's celebrate the plus sides of life together, because every story deserves to be heard. Every life deserves to shine, and everyone deserves access to expert knowledge and medication. The Plus Sides Podcast. You're not alone. It's not your fault.